Hello Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. You're with Elise for your April 2021 Zodiac wheel reading, and thank Great Spirit, Angels and Guides for joining us in this reading, for their guidance and loving messages for Taurus, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. Okay, thank you. Those ones popped out first, so we'll put them on the top. Great new ideas here with the Ace of Wands, the gift of passion and inspiration. Fresh new ideas, inspiration, creativity, initiative, and go ahead and launch something. This is in the area of your physical body, your appearance, how you express yourself, the soul's deepest intention. Something unexpected might even fall in your lap and ignite a new beginning so that you can explore some new opportunities. Page of Cups is a message of love, new adventures, social outing. It's got a energy of romance with it too, the Page of Cups. It's all, the pages also signify young people, so it may be something to do with youth. In the area of your resources, your self-worth, your constructive talents, your support system. Rest here with the Four of Swords, and need to retreat, being shown here in the area of your communication house. Maybe to do with a sibling, close relations, your mental activity. Maybe you just want to not have to be concentrating so hard or thinking about something so hard. Don't overthink things is also a message coming through for you. Transportation, speech, education is all emphasized in this third house area. And for some of you, it is a matter of having some time out. Maybe you need to recover, recharge, regain a sense of control over any situations that you may have been struggling with. But you need to give your mind, body and spirit a rest. So practice meditation. Reconnect with the higher sources through prayer, seeking spiritual guidance, taking a vacation so that you can de-stress. If you can't take a vacation to a place that you want to go, try and see if you can create a vacation energy in your own space. Okay? Five of Cups here. The Five of Cups is a card that does speak of disappointment or being let down. It also is about a bit of regret, lack of trust, and or being wrapped up in the past and not being able to move forward. The 5 energy is challenging energy, and it's things that are out of your control. So in the next week to 3 weeks is the time frame with this 5 of Cups as well. In the area of your wheel that governs your home, how you see yourself, it governs land, property, and it has a strong influence of farmers or agriculture as well. Okay, this 4th house area. And it's what you've come into incarnation for. So it's a very powerful house. It's the base of the wheel. So you're seeing here that 3 of the cups are spilt. That's the past. That's something that you can't change. You can't change what's happened, but you can look forward to making improvements or creating and manifesting a better plan, better choices, better decisions that lay ahead for you. Okay. And there are certainly better times ahead for you because you've got the Wheel of Fortune, Taurus. Beautiful card to have. And it is about fate and destiny and a breakthrough. The season of change is here, unfolding, taking you out of that rough path that you've been experiencing, and there's a turn for the better with new doors opening and being at the right place at the right time. Serendipity. This is in your area of children, pleasure, hobbies, sport, love that is given. The 5th house area is the area of good fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is depicting good fortune. So finding your joy in games or entertainment, and it has that noble quality. So feeling that bit noble towards those that you love, because it is the house of love, love given, matters of the heart. It's a social house. It's about your friendships, your love life, your children. Justice here. This is a little warning of being careful not to make the wrong decision or not to get too caught up in the blame game. It is to do with co-workers, your working conditions here in this 6th house. It's also about your mind, body and well-being, and the 6th house also governs public health, the service industry, and justice rules this area. Card of Justice rules this area for you, Taurus. So it is the house of health. So getting on top of those niggling bad habits or the health regime that maybe you've sort of steered off a little bit. And it's just letting you know in your working life someone may be making the wrong decision. It's good for you to speak up about that. Don't just sit there and let people make the wrong decision about you. It also governs your animals, the 5th house area, and your in-laws, whether they're the brothers or sister-in-laws. And it's also connected to volunteering and the service industry. But again, with justice reversed there, it's don't let anybody take advantage of your kindness or generosity, because it is a workhouse as well. It's about your working conditions as well. So there's a little bit of something that's out of balance there because justice is reversed. So if you're being wronged in any way by somebody, then that wrong decision will result in a karmic situation for those that are playing the blame game against you or to you, or trying to rope you into it. Now, the Queen of Cups here for you in your area of partnerships is a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And this is a message of deep feelings, transforming an ordinary situation into something extraordinary. The 6th sense is very powerful in this card. Trusting your 6th sense, practicing using it more regularly. And the Queen of Cups is also a symbol of being the peacemaker and social work. In the area of your partnerships, whether they're business, marriage or groups, aunties, uncles, and it is the area in the wheel that represents harmony and balance, and with the Queen of Cups there, it's a good sign for you of getting that harmony and balance that you've been desiring. It also is the area that signifies contracts, legal affairs. So there may be something there that you have to use your 6th sense with in regards to contracts or legal dealings. So, and the Justice card is also about contracts as well. So you may even be offered a contract, but really look at the small print. Maybe get somebody else to look over it for you before you sign it. Don't sort of jump the gun. Make sure it's right for you and it's going to fit in with your life choices and your life decisions. Now, 7 of Swords here. This is a sneaky energy, the 7 of Swords. Clever person, very sneaky. You feel that you've been a bit let down by this person or betrayed, and you need your own space. You need to sort of put some space between you and them. Okay, now this is falling in the area of one of your financial houses, governing inheritances, beginnings and endings, birth, rebirth, renewal, your emotional values, the occult, and corporations or insurances or loans, that kind of thing. So maybe with it being the 7 of Swords, I feel that it may not be a great time to get a loan. You might just have to wait a little bit longer for that. And the Knight of Cups, another sign of romance with that Knight of Cups. A romantic dreamer, a person or event of romantic interest and invitations. Up here in your higher education, higher mind, philosophy, foreign lands and cultures. Your dreams, your visions, and spirituality. So it is a very nice card to have present itself there to you in that area. It's a water sign energy again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And the night's energy is about movement. So there's movement in your education, movement in your knowledge that you're retaining, movement in the way you embrace philosophies that you're exploring, and that will expand your sense of self. Now that 9th house area also is governing law and religion, okay? So that will be some of the philosophies that you're really looking into and contemplating, and it could be also a signal there not to sort of get too much of a romantic view of law or philosophy. It's also universal law as well. They're two different laws, man's law and the universal law. Arrows of love, lovely, up here in your career. 8 of Wands. So the arrows of love are finding their mark. So I feel that there's some of you Taurians that are really being drawn in a particular direction in your career, and it's really hitting the mark. For those of you that are studying and attaining your results, you're also being shown with this 8 of Wands that you're hitting the mark. And it's a card that represents swift action as well. Alright? Now there's those of you that may need to take a trip. This is travelling by air, and good news is on its way. In that area of career, 10th house area, social status, reputation, parents, and what you're aiming for, your highest achievements that you're aiming for. And it also is a good sign if you're been looking at getting a promotion or getting that job. The arrows are hitting their mark. 6 of Cups is a message of nostalgia. It is restoring harmony, renewing old ties, and it can be a bit of being taken on a bit of a carpet ride too, magic carpet ride, so that's not such a bad thing. It does bring about connections or memories and nostalgia with people from your past, and it is in the future area of the wheel, and as is the Knight of Cups, so there could be some of you that actually meeting someone from your past who you may have had a romantic connection with, because this is a future area as well, and romance is in the future for those of you that are single. For those of you that are coupled, there's romantic energies in your relationship being shown there ahead of you, with the card of Cupid also being there. So some of you could even be getting married for the long-term relationships. Others of you could be meeting someone from the past, which could evolve into something more substantial and emotional. And it also does indicate children and enjoying the company of others and pleasures in life. So it's a very, very nice place for that to be in, with your groups and friendships and your social activities. There in that 11th house area. Your hopes and wishes, your long-term objectives, what you're manifesting, what you're focusing on here through April to manifest for your future. And you've got the Three of Pentacles. So that's a very good financial sign as well. Now this is something that is being presented to you in the house of what is hidden. So you may not realise this at this stage, but it's behind the scenes. So it's going to help with that search for self-renewal, which I do feel that Knight of Cups in the area of philosophy and self-expansion is really working towards, you know, that self-renewal. And this is in one of the psychic houses, the 12th house, so you really could have this Three of Pentacles energy, which is about your creative talents and advancements in your career and honouring your chosen craft, buckling down and tackling things one step at a time, making necessary adjustments and staying positive is all embodied in this Three of Pentacles. And whatever it is, this is sort of like the contract or the scholarship being offered here as well. Now you may not see that from where you're looking at the moment, but that's what's going to be coming forward, and that's sort of where you're focusing your affirmations and your positive affirmations on as well, achieving that. So I feel that many of you Taurians are really studying and improving your knowledge and really gaining some high achievement and sense of self-worth with that. Now I'll just focus and ask, what is the guardian angel for you Taurus through April? There we go, that one was sticking out, so we will go with that. And it's the Angel of Comfort, number 6. Giving yourself the comforts of life, feeling comforted by somebody else. The Angel of Comfort is with you here throughout April. So I'll just ask here the answer on the angels. These are lovely angel cards that have answers on them. And I'm going to focus on you being able to let go of the past so that you can move forward into your future. Whatever's been holding you back, maybe a bad habit, maybe could be something to do with your family, and you have to sort of keep moving forward. And when you're letting go, it doesn't mean you don't necessarily ever have to see these people, if it's family members, or you don't have to not speak to them. It's just you don't always have to take on board what they say. You know, you can make your own decisions and keep moving forward. Okay, so what message is there? Connection with family. For Taurians. Compromise is your message. Okay, so that's the end of part 1 for you Taurus. So part 2 for Taurus reveals the planetary placements of April 2021. So we'll start with the Sun. The Sun will be moving into Taurus on the 19th of April. The Sun is about your creativity, your confidence, leadership skills. It's your sense of self and father energy, your authentic self, your heart energy. So self-knowledge is gained here with the Sun moving into Taurus. It's an auspicious time to reassess your personal goals, use the strength available now to consolidate any shaky areas of your life, be tenacious, also enjoy the sensual side of your life. Right now your relationships can really shine, which it did show here with all the love being shown in the cards and relationship being a strong factor for you Taurians. And this could have you really focusing on marriage, starting a new relationship, or business unions, okay, and all in the area of your soul's deepest intention. Mercury moves into Taurus on the 19th of April, so this is about friendships, social contracts, study groups, stimulating new thinking. So you may connect up with a study group to help you with your studies. Being gregarious. Best thing about study groups or having a tutor is learning from others. And there is a difficult aspect, challenging aspect to Saturn here through April as well. And this is about narrow thinking and being a bit exclusive and limitations. Now this could be connected to your transport or to communication, because Mercury government rules transport and communication. Just be wary of over-exacting judgments and delays. But delays can prove beneficial, so not just because something may be held up, you may not be able to get into that study group as quickly as you'd like, for example. It may be delayed, but it will keep moving towards you. You are drawing it towards you. Now on the 18th of April, Mercury is also in a challenging aspect to Pluto. So that is creating a bit of mental intensity. And you could find that there's sort of this passive-aggressive, sort of argumentative kind of energy around you. So you might have to do a bit of sidestepping to avoid that. But you can learn from your elders, you can learn from someone who can give you wise counsel, and you can use this time in order to avoid that passive-aggressive kind of energy, to pursue traditional knowledge. And it is a good time around the 18th of April to sign contracts or make some solid plans. Venus will be moving into Taurus on the 14th of April. Now she's at home in Taurus. This is Venus rules Taurus, so it's an ideal time to improve your appearance or sense of well-being. Some of you may like to indulge in some sort of pampering, beauty treatments, fashion statements. It's all good time for that kind of thing. You don't need to spend a lot of money to do that. You can just set something up at home for yourself to do that. but you know, making yourself, you know, well groomed and looking really smick, and yeah, giving yourself some special treatment in that regard. Venus energy loves that. Now on the 25th of April, Venus is in a difficult aspect to Saturn, a bit of a challenge there, and that could bring about a bit of a pause socially, but this can help you reassess your friendships and more serious relationships, where maybe some of the loyalties connected with relationships or friendships might have been questioned. But the beauty of Venus is she is the planet of love, unity, peace, harmony, pleasure, happiness. It governs luxury, wealth, money, and highlights your social life. So you will be socially attracting a lot of attention. So putting your best foot forward, so to speak. Then Uranus on the 30th of April is, and still is, in Taurus, the planet of the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Uranus is full of surprises, and you know, things come like lightning bolt out of the blue when Uranus is being activated, which it will be, because this is the stellium for you, Taurus, here. With Sun, Mercury, Venus all triggering Uranus through April. Yes, through April. And pretty much from the 14th of April onwards. Okay, so that's when sudden unexpected events can unfold. And the Sun will be joining Uranus, conjuncting Uranus, so life is a little bit sparkly at it right now. That's from the 30th in particular, okay? So from the 30th, don't be surprised if you find yourself keen to make some changes and find inventive ways to implement new habits or implement new ideas or start something new that will really gain traction. Okay, but it could even be a fitness regime, a health regime, because this is your physical body. So it's from the 30th of April onwards, it's a really good time to start that new physical fitness regime. Now Uranus does also govern Earth disturbances with Uranus in Taurus, and electricity, mental activity, science, that kind of energy. So that could all be incorporated as well into how you go about your physical appearance and fitness and your mode of expression. Mars is moving into Cancer, and that's happening on the 23rd of April, and that is in this area of communication, brothers and sisters, close relations, short distance journey. It governs trade, youth and education. So Mars is going to be triggering all of these areas for you. And you may find yourself wanting to fight for people or causes about something you feel really strongly about, or protect members of your family. And if you were personally hurt, you would be more inclined to retreat into your shell rather than to lash out. Okay? But if it's somebody close to you, brothers or sisters, someone in your immediate local area that is hurt, personally hurt or emotionally, then you'll feel very protective towards them with this Mars in Cancer energy, and you'll really let them know that you're wanting to be there to help protect them. And sometimes you might have to protect them from themselves, like they might be overthinking things or not giving themselves enough time to recover, you know. And that Four of Swords is about giving your mind, body and spirit a rest. So maybe that is a way that you can also sort of guide them into how to protect themselves as well. Now, the full moon is in Scorpio at 7.6 degrees of Scorpio, and this is over here, Taurus, in the area of your business partnerships, marriage partnerships, the area of balance and harmony. 7th house governs legal affairs and contracts. So the full moon is the peak energy, the blossoming, the culmination, on the 27th of April. Now, tune into your intuition at this time to record your dreams and your inspirational ideas, and that can help give you clarity right now. Okay, avoid unnecessary conflict. And it's a really good time to contemplate the deeper things in life. And it's illuminating that area of legal affairs, balance and harmony, marriage, partnerships, business, one's equals. And digging deep, diving deep, because it's the scorpionic energy, really getting to the bottom, getting to the crux of things. But that energy of celebrations and blossoming is also with it, because it's the full moon. Pluto is here in the area of your expansion of your spiritual, mental and physical explorations through philosophy, law, religion, study, higher education, abstract mind, foreign cultures and lands. Now, this is where many of you Taurians will have seen some of the biggest changes and transformations taking place. And from the 16th of April, the Sun will be squaring Pluto. Sun over here in your first house, squaring this area. Challenge energy is a square energy of the expansion of yourself through study, higher education, philosophy, the law, religion, foreign affairs, foreign lands. So that Sun square Pluto energy does heighten your biological urges, which can be quite powerful. So you could be quite in a very fertile time. And it also is an energy where you can really enjoy that sensation, but avoid the 7 deadly sins, which I feel you will, because you've got the Knight of Cups there, and that's more of a romantic energy. So from the 18th, you have energy fit to burst and want to direct that into more positive pursuits. And it's a warning of not pushing others, but having a strategy, because actions can have results with this energy around, okay? So actions do have consequences. So just have a strategy and really think things through deeply, is the message I get there with that. Then Saturn is here in the area of career, and this is the Lord of Karma, and it's also a message of recognizing that you are a unique, multi-dimensional being, and you may find that you are drawn to really thinking things through very in depth about your ambitions. Okay. Saturn is the planet that creates secure lives. So you are working to establish security. And there's some good news coming to you with that in your career and your social reputation. Jupiter is also in Aquarius here in this 10th house, the reward of karma. Jupiter is sextiling Venus, which is also here in this area of your soul's deepest intention. So if you're looking for a bit of romance, this is letting you know that it's a wonderful time for that, especially from the 28th of April onwards. So you could really be feeling in love with life, and that joy is contagious, and your finances can flourish, and it's always a good sign to have Jupiter, the Lord of Abundance, in that 10th house area, the zenith of the wheel. Your highest achievements can be realised, which also give you high potential for excellent outcomes with legal issues, dealing with governments, writing, teaching, public speaking, media in general. Okay? And Neptune is in Pisces, and this is in the 11th house, which really, this card of the nostalgia and someone from your past, and reminiscing about the past. The Neptune in Pisces is that dreamy energy, and it's using that right brain, intuitive thinking. Okay. You may find that your imagination is a bit overstimulated. Subtle perceptions are also possible, especially from the 23rd of April onwards. So try to not overthink things, but a really good time to focus on what you're wanting to co-create, to manifest in the future. What you're focusing your thoughts on here through April will be manifesting. So keep all of that creative visualization as positive as possible. Keep check of what you're actually thinking and what you're focusing on. Now, here with the moon, the new moon is in Aries at 22.24 degrees of Aries on the 12th of April. It could be the 11th of April in other countries, but it's the 12th of April here in Australia, so you might need to check that for yourself. And the new moon is about new beginnings and your ultimate possibilities, and unlimited possibilities even. So it's a really good time on the new moon on the 12th to set your intentions for new beginnings or new projects that you want to start. Exercise patience and selflessness where possible. Look out for new opportunities. It's a major turning point here. And your love life could really pick up, especially if it's been a little bit murky up until this point, around about the 12th of April. If it's been a bit murky, don't make any permanent moves until things settle down. But express yourself honestly, and let that loved one or friend know honestly, gently as you can, because that Aries energy, because you don't want to be in any situation where you're causing any kind of passive aggressive kind of situation, but express yourself honestly, then take a step back, leave it with them for them to contemplate. So if you're trying to get an answer out of somebody, don't keep bugging them, just leave them with the question and wait until they're ready to respond, kind of thing. So that's all here in the area of what's behind the scenes, your psychic house. The subconscious area. Where you're focusing on your scholarship, you're building something for the future, you've got some sort of backing coming your way as well. So that may be where you could focus to set your intentions with this new moon. So now I will focus on the confirmation card for the whole reading for you, Taurus. One. You have the Equinox card, the Four of Forces, Spring and Autumn. Okay. So this is a symbol of a very creative period, and take action in creative projects or work-related endeavours that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards in the future. Make sure you engage in this extra activity and joy with optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of life. So as you work towards your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the actions you take. Beautiful. That's where you're focusing here, focusing your attention, co-creating to manifest what you want to create in the future. So thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me. Please do click on the like button, share and subscribe here, and click that little bell next to it, next to the subscribe button, so you don't miss anything. And welcome to any new viewers. Thank you so much for joining and subscribing. If this has resonated with you, you can contact me in the details below here, and we can set up a time to look into things deeper for you. Let me know in the comments how your month of April is unfolding. Ask any questions that you may have. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much again for joining me, Taurus. Many blessings to you all. Namaste.